Oh shit, I'm press record.
You're joking.
Okay then. Hello everybody.
Hello.
This is a bit of a new thing for us, so it may work out, it may not. Who knows?
If not, just ignore us.
Yeah.
Go about your day.
We're trying to dream up some footage really, because we've been hanging around for quite a while here now, and we can't set off due to stoppages and what have you that are in front of us. So we're marking time for a few weeks, which has meant that we've not really got much footage, and it's weather's been quite dowdy, hasn't it?
It's shocking.
It's just miserable.
Yeah,
and
really. Bits of snow, sleet, rain, mainly rain.
yeah.
And quite
So
cold.
since we got off the winter mooring, we've just been marking time towards Whaley Bridge and Bugsworth. We've got to move on Monday. But we're not going far because we've got family coming at the weekend. So 2025, we're into 2025, which is exciting. And I think Carol alluded to that we'd had a couple of failed starts in terms of plans for 2025.
Yeah.
So we've been at the west side of the country now. When did we get over the Leeds-Liverpool? Was it February 23? Yeah, it's a couple of years, isn't it?
Yeah, probably 2 years ago.
Yeah, so we've been sort of over the west side of the country for 2 years now. And when we set off over, we'd done quite a bit of the east in the north, but we missed a couple of bits. We didn't get up the Ouse and on towards Ripon and York, or York and Ripon. So we've kind of got that on our radar. We also need to probably pull the boat out. I bent the propeller in Bosley Locks, as you will have seen. It's not critical, but I'd like to sort it out. And it's been 3 years, I think, since we pulled the boat last. Although it is too packed, so there's no mad urgency. But it'd be nice to have a look what's going on underneath. So we made the game plan to go east.
Northeast. East.
So we thought about which way do we want to go. As you know, we were down as far as Mercia Marina on the Trent and Mersey late last year. But we didn't really want to do the Trent again. And we've a couple of canals crossing the Pennines that we haven't done. We've done the Leeds-Liverpool, but we haven't done the Huddersfield, and we haven't done the Rochdale. So we knew we were going to winter up here on the Mac and the Peak Forest. So we decided that we would look towards doing the Huddersfield first. Anyway, while we were pottering around in our winter mooring, there was a landslip on the Huddersfield at the side of Loch 11, I think it is. And looking at the notices from CRT, it doesn't look like they're going to fix that anytime soon.
No,
it seems like it's
going this next year.
Yeah, it looks like it's quite an engineering task to fix it. So certainly not at the early part of the year when we'd like to go over. So we're left with the Rochdale, which is fine because it's one we haven't done yet. So it's a canal that's
been on the list, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's a canal we can add on there. However, currently there's a stoppage on the Marple flight for a bywash or something, I think, that's got to be rebuilt. Allegedly, according to CRT's numbers, that will be completed by the 28th of February. And we're now on the 15th. So that's another couple of weeks away. We've also got some personal stuff going on that means we probably won't be able to set off while the 13th of March, something like that. So currently the game plan is to head for the Rochdale, come the middle of March, and then make our way down the Ashby
Ashton.
Ashton, I get that wrong all the time. The Ashton Canal, which is one we haven't
down,
done.
Down Marple, turn onto the Ashton, and then up the Rochdale, and then Cauldron Hebble.
Yeah.
Condrel Hebble.
And that takes us back to where we've been before.
Yeah.
And then obviously we can strike out up towards York and wherever during the course of next year.
Yeah.
But got to be honest, the Rochdale comes with a little bit of trepidation. It's quite notorious. We've had some friends that have crossed it and they had some problems getting over. So we were keen to do it, first of all, in the early part of the year, before the water starts to dry up and there's water problems.
Even now, I was reading a couple of days ago, one of the pounds on the Rochdale is notoriously low all year round. So, there's that issue, even though it's sort of winter and lots of rain and everything. So it's going to be an adventure, I think.
As you know, we much prefer to be in the sticks, as I call it, so out in the countryside. We're not massively keen on being in urban areas, but obviously we've got to go all the way into Manchester and out of Manchester, which is about 20 miles really, and I think the Rochdale's also got a lot of locks on it. I think Carol's got the total.
Yeah, I mean, I just did the calculation from Bugsworth, where we are now, to Ripon, which that's the goal, and it's 146 miles, 161 locks, and 60 movable bridges and 5 tunnels. So
should be an adventure then, shouldn't it?
Touch wood. Barring stoppages, then at some point towards summer, then we will make it up there.
We've done a little bit of reconnoitring of what's going on, certainly for the early part. We've figured out a place to moor at the bottom of Marple Flight, so that's the first 16 locks out of the way. And then we've spot-balled our way in and out of Manchester. We're maybe going to try and do a night at Droylsden, is it?
Droylsden. Marina, and New Islington, possibly.
Yeah.
Marina. Just to break it up.
To break the locks up, really, because we're conscious that we're not getting any younger.
We're definitely not fit at the moment.
I think to get in and out of Manchester, ignoring Marple, so presuming we knock Marple Flight off, to get in and out of Manchester is another 38 locks.
Yeah.
So, and half of them, I think, are broad locks.
They're quite arduous locks as well, from what I've...
Yeah, seems like there could be a bit of a rough and tough. I mean, it's nothing we haven't done before.
No, we just need to take our time and we'll get through it. And I've read that on the Rochdale, I can't remember how much there is on one particular section, if you telephone in advance, you possibly get volunteer lockers coming to help. So
yeah, so I think we're going to get down Marple. That's the first 16. Take a breather at the bottom. Then it's a clear run in with no locks to Droylsden, where we probably want to diesel up and take another night. Then you've another, I don't know if it was 16 or 20 locks to get down into the bottom, plus 2 coming up before we get back to Islington, New Islington Marina. And then you've another sort of 16 or so to get out of the major part of the urban bit. So we want to kind of crack that off over relatively short periods of time. We're not keen on hanging around in Manchester. We even want to do it. We just need to work our way through it.
And the scenery is going to be beautiful once we get out of Manchester and sort of...
How will you see we will be going back into God's own county, which is Yorkshire, where we come from.
Yes.
So we'll be out of enemy territory once we clear Lancashire.
Oh dear. But it is beautiful scenery, so hopefully if we get nice weather, and it'll make for some nice filming, really.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get some nice video. We'll bring you along, as we always do.
Yeah.
Show the trials and tribulations, of which I'm sure there'll be a few.
If anybody's got any advice, who've sort of cruised through that area, then just let us know, really.
Please put it down in the comments.
Good moorings and so on. It's Much appreciated.
We've been watching a couple of YouTube videos,
Yeah.
minimalist and people like that, just to have a look at how they got across. And it does look very pretty once you get up on the
Yeah,
tops.
it's gorgeous.
So we're looking forward to that. Misty's back on the boat. She's
Where she is really.
she's here,
Oh right.
but she's not hugely enamoured at the moment.
No,
It's a bit
she doesn't
'cause
like the
it's
wet weather. And,
miserable weather, and where
Yeah.
we are, there's quite a lot of dogs about, so we can't let her out that much.
I don't know.
Strange echoing noises.
I'm going to say it sounded like a what do they call it?
Dunno. Carol's boyfriend giving her a text message or something. I
He had a
suspect.
dream last night. We won't go into the details of the dream, but
Naughty girl.
I was walking away towards a boyfriend.
So it just goes to prove that there's more than one mad person in the country. Yeah, so that's the plan for 2025, or the early part. We've got some personal stuff bubbling around in the background that could scupper it. The
Yeah,
canals,
yeah.
as we know, you can't make a plan longer than a week and it all falls around your lug holes. So anything could happen. But we'd like to get over that side and then get up through York. That'll be interesting as well. And then spend a bit of time sorting the boat out. With a view to, I mean, this is early planning, but with a view to 2026, really want to do the Wash crossing.
Yes.
So I want to go to sea again.
Yeah.
I'm missing going to sea. So
Yeah. It'd be nice to go over that side and.
yeah, we'll probably shoot out up the Witham, down the Trent, up
Yeah.
the Witham, do the Wash crossing and back down the Nen, I think it is. But
And then really we're heading south, aren't we?
well, then we got
More or less.
it's a different direction. We need to
Yeah.
re-coordinate ourselves a little bit.
Yeah. Be further away from home
but,
again. So.
I will put a copy of the map up. It's on the video now, probably, just showing what we have done, so you can see that once we've cleared the Rochdale, we need to try and sweep in and pick off the Chesterfield again, because we had one attempt and failed a couple of years ago. But then really we're into, like, if we clear the Wash, we're into the Birmingham and the Midlands really, and then southern canals in terms of trying to knock off new territory. So, but that's for a couple of years hence.
Yeah.
It's not been yet.
Yeah.
So anyway, hope you follow along with us.
Yeah.
I hope our little chat's not been too chaotic or lunacy. Not,
Could have been worse. We've been out for lunch.
yes, didn't get too drunk.
No,
Just the one beer.
just had one. And I did offer him either wine or coffee for this chat, and he chose
I
coffee.
chose coffee. I've been a good lad.
So
It'll never last. But I have told her I'm taking her to the pub at the Navigation Arms tonight. We're going to have a quick wander out, see if anybody's
Navigation
around. Navigation Inn,
Inn.
yes, sorry.
which is about 3 minutes walk from where we're moored. So.
Little recommendation coming up here: if you can get transport, it's not right on the canals, but if you can get transport to Chapel on Liffey,
Chapel on Liffey, yeah.
There's the
Hanging Wall.
the Hanging Gate pub that do meals, and their food is absolutely fantastic.
It's highly recommended for portion size and quality. Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
We've had 2 meals there, and it's been really, really nice.
Yeah, definitely recommended.
Yeah.
Apart from that, Tommy's pretty much okay. There's nothing amiss there.
Fine.
We'll need to do an engine service, but not while we're on the top of Rochdale, I wouldn't have thought. We've managed to conquer warming the boat up. We had awful trouble with the reflex stove. No, not trouble with it. It's worked perfectly, but we weren't using it properly.
We've been a bit stingy with the diesel. You were? All last winter we had it on practically the lowest setting, and just now and again just turned it up. And
I don't think it's just because we've turned it up, because I haven't turned it up that far. In fact, I've had it up higher previously, but we've repositioned the fan, and it's like 1 degree outside, and I think it's 20 degrees in here.
yeah,
So
it's working perfect.
so it's not all Gerry being stingy, although there may be a minor element of that, a very small element of it, possibly.
Oh dear.
Hey ho! Anyway, if you've stuck with us this far, thanks for watching
Thank
it.
you. Have you noticed my crocuses, by the way? my compost heaps, I've actually grown something this time in a pot. Oh dear, it'll never last.
You didn't think you'd grown it, did
I
you,
didn't.
when you were stood staring at it?
The first, that's another yellow one there, but before these two came out this last couple of days, I had yellow ones, didn't I? And they were just like, ooh.
The ones on the roof don't look quite so hot.
The back one does.
But we think they are hardy and they're supposed to come back.
Yes.
So who knows?
Yes. So we'll see.
Anyway, as I said, thanks for sticking with us, and thanks for watching all the videos. If there's anybody out there that watches and hasn't subscribed, please subscribe. We know we're only a small channel and we're probably of niche interest, but it really would be nice to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we're not that far away now. So if anybody could take the trouble to subscribe, it's totally free. If nothing else, it cheers me up.
And it gives him something to do, because otherwise it'd drive me potty.
Don't know what you mean. Feelings mutual. Anyway, folks, take care. We'll see you in the next one.
Speak to you soon. Bye.
Ooh. Oh shit, I'm press record.
You're joking.